What's going on, guys? It's Psycho OG here, and on today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys another Deadside video. In this video we are going to be going against some military campers. I'm really starting to love Deadside. This is going to be the new game that's going to be taking up a lot of my channel. The game has just overall been such an enjoyable experience. I really recommend people who like open worlds and looter shooters should try this out. What I was doing at this current moment right here was I was running, I believe, to a mission close to where the South Trader was, and I run into some rogue scabs that were going up against me here. The gun that I'm using is, I think, the AK-74U. It's a pretty good gun. Ammo for it's pretty affordable. I'm still getting shot by one dude here. This little pistol shooter. And these scabs are actually better than I thought they would be, especially for the stage of the game. They have a lot of snap-on potential in terms of like snapping onto you and killing you pretty fast. Notice that oftentimes, and I've been killed by these guys plenty of times here. So we were running to a mission, and so after I killed these guys I was like, alright, let's go back over to that mission. And I spot this dude running against the coastline here, and so I'm going to third person peek this dude, but I know he saw me at that point, so we just start getting in a gunfight. Right there, I know that he had a Scorp based on the sound of that gun. So I'm going to maneuver around the building and kind of get a little bit aggressive because I feel like I have an advantage with the gun that I have in my hands. They're swinging around wide here, first person. He peeks out. He was third person peeking me, but we were ready. And he did have a Scorp and an M133 like we thought, and we get some juicy loot from our boy. And it looked like too he was the one that completed the mission where I was heading towards. He was running from it. These balaclavas sell for good money. The cans of soup are always, I think those are cans of soup, they're always helpful. The walkie-talkies 3,000. I believe the flashlight sells for 1,000. So make sure you guys are always picking up the walkie-talkies and the flashlight in this game. Dog tags are great for reputation, which allow you to spawn in locations closer to where you died from for, I think, 15 reputation. Those hunter vests are really nice too. You can store more things inside the hunter vest, and you can put them in a backpack slot, so they're really nice. Good little come up there. Better than what I was expecting. So after I went and traded all that stuff, I came back to the base that was just north of that South Trader. It's like that big construction site. And I was coming up here to just make a quick stop on my way to, I think, another ping. And we ran into some scabs here trying to get some loot. I'm in that little brick building that is on the far south side of this compound. I like to kind of try and fight these scabs inside of a compound. I just feel like you can get swarmed really fast by a lot of these scabs, and even though they're not that good, when you have a lot of them and you're having to reload, or I only had one gun at the time, they can just get you on a cheap shot. I tried rapid firing that guy a little bit more because it looked like he was wearing military gear. I didn't know if he had like a better gun or if he was a harder scab to kill, so we just rapid fired him. I have an axe on the back right now, waiting to switch it out for another gun. And he was like that one military guy that was at this compound. I don't know if that is something that is in the game where there's like one real hard individual at the locations. Still fairly new to the game itself, but he did have the military clothing, the Gorga jacket, and the pants. Those pants and the jacket sell for 1,000 each, by the way, if you guys didn't know. So make sure you guys are always picking those up and dropping them if you have an item that isn't worth anything in your inventory. Switch it out for those clothing items. So here I was heading to military base. This was the goal that I've been heading towards. I have a different loadout now. I have my backpack, a helmet, a field rig on me, and I was hearing some gunshots in here earlier. I see an individual right there. He didn't look too geared out, but I'm hearing these shots from somewhere. So I'm just kind of third person around right now, trying to see where these shots are coming from. Gotta be patient in this game a little bit too. This game can if you get impatient, it can make you pay for it, and I've noticed that, and I feel like I noticed that with a lot of these looter shooters. So the shooting seems to have stopped. And now I'm kind of looking to see if, alright, is somebody looting in the area that I can kind of pick off. Still wrapping around. I haven't entered the military compound yet. My thought process right now is I think that there's somebody camping up inside of the sniper tower, but I'm just not sure. Still gonna wrap around here. I'm not seeing anybody, which is both good and bad. Slow walking here, trying to keep my sound down, making sure that people can't hear me as much as possible, because I don't know if they ran away or not. And that's kind of the thing when you play patient. You don't know how much time you're giving somebody to kind of get out of there. So I see all the dead bodies on the ground, and I know I'm getting kind of close to where it went down at. Couple dead bodies to my right, 2 dead bodies to my left. I'm gonna sprint behind this tent just to get some cover. So I'm trying to figure out how these dudes died, or if they traded, and then I see somebody inside the tent. So I do that initial burst to let them know that I see them. I'm just kind of being a little bit aggressive with these guys. Not sure how many are in there. Can't really tell if I got him or not. I had switched to single fire for a little bit more accuracy. I'm trying to get different angles on these guys using the container and the tent, but not trying to let them escape as well. I thought I saw somebody healing right there behind that little block, and I was right. I think we pegged that guy and took him down a little bit. And I thought I was fighting one guy, to be honest, who was just going to the left and to the right, but I wasn't sure. So now I'm shooting at somebody I think is on that right side of the tent. I felt like I saw somebody fall right there. So I decided to move on the outside of the military base to get a little bit closer, because I think I took out whoever I was fighting inside of that tent itself. Before I go into the tent, I want to check military base, because now I'm aware that people can camp inside of these tents, which I didn't know that before. So I'm looking inside of each of these tents, just trying to be careful. I hear footsteps coming up behind me. That was probably one of the guys that had died earlier to come to get his stuff. So it looked like there was a couple dudes in here, but I only think I killed 2 of the guys that were in this building, but I'm not sure. This guy had a Mosin and an AK. Decent loot. This guy had a big boy AK and an M9. We love those things, man. I'm trying to play Tetris with my inventory here and see how we can get as much stuff in here as possible. So I'm taking all the clothing that he's wearing. It's $1,000 each. Just trying to maximize each slot that we have here. I was a little bit hungry, so I tried to eat some of these pineapples, which also are really helpful because they raise both your thirst and your energy in this game. Just trying to make space. Drop the balaclava for the M9. You can sell those, I think, for $2,000. And at this point, you know, I decided to leave because you don't want to be looting somewhere too long and get greedy. So I thought it was a good time to just get the heck out of there. We had an AK, a couple M9s in our backpack, about maybe $5,000 to $6,000 worth of clothing, and I had my AK that I still walked in, and a couple walkie-talkies too, as you can see. So we had a nice little come up here in the military base. If you guys are ever looking for some decent loot or some PvP, I encourage you guys to go check out the military base. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment in the section if you would like me to do more videos in this style. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'm out of here.